Hey everyone.
It's a momentous occasion today. And no, not just because this is the first My Story animated reaction since I came back from my break, but this is the first My Story animated reaction where I finally give you guys a theme song. Yes, this is the most requested theme
Got it.
song
Boom.
I've ever had. Because what, I've been reacting to these videos for like 2 years now. Every single day, year, I get comments saying, "Please, Robert, My Story animated theme song. Can we just do it?" And today I say, yay. So here it is, friends. I worked very hard on it. Let me know what you think. People, My Story animated Robert Eddie K theme song. Animations, it kinda feels like I'm on vacation when I see a pic from MSA about a girl who's gone completely insane. We'll still laugh and scream and cry and be glad that we don't have their lives. So come along, enjoy the ride, let's watch some MSA tonight. I wear 10 layers of makeup to hide my real face. This one came out 2 days ago. It's already got almost 5 million views, so I know what that means. It means it's a slapper. 10 layers of makeup to hide your real face. That just sounds like a skincare nightmare. Any ladies in the chat who want to let me know how detrimental?
So the news came forward that Lil Tay sadly passed away, but I'm having a tough time believing this, and I'm going to explain why. The Lil Tay Instagram account made this post announcing the passing of both Lil Tay and her brother. Now, that didn't post the only primary source about this, but since then, countless news companies have been making articles about it. But ever since I exposed the GoFundMe scam that happened back in 2021, that Instagram account has no credibility. I dropped a video and a TikTok exposing the GoFundMe and how it was a scam. It was being claimed that her father abused her and they were going to Supreme Court for a custody battle. But when I looked at the current and upcoming cases, the parents' last names Tian and Hope could not be found. According to her brother, the father stole Lil Tay's money to go on luxurious vacations. The brother posted pictures of the dad's vacations on Facebook, but he purposely cut out the dates of all these photos, which I found suspicious, so I did some digging. This is for the stepmom's Insta, posted March 2015. Here's another photo the brother posted, but same thing. It was posted March 18, 2015. And apparently he went to Egypt using Lil Tay's money, but that picture is actually from August 2016. Now these dates are important because Lil Tay did not become a thing until Redscum first talked about her in 2018. So if her brother lied about the dad using her money for all these vacations, then what else did he lie about? And in addition to this, originally the GoFundMe said Jason Tian is organizing this fundraiser on behalf of Lil Tay, but shortly later it changed to some random guy named Esther Taduri. And as of now, it says the money is going towards Tay Tian, who's not actually a real person. You could be thinking that Tay Tian is Lil Tay, but her real name is actually Claire Hope. So based on the fact that Lil Tay's brother was the one who was running this account and clearly lied about a lot of things, this account cannot be trusted. And in addition to all this, Lil Tay's stepmom, the one who's currently married to Lil Tay's dad, made a post on Instagram celebrating her son's birthday. I have tried to reach out to them, but as of now, no reply. If her stepdaughter really passed away, why would she be making an Insta post the exact same day? News outlets are making it look like Lil Tay's family came forward and announced her passing, but no. Her brother has been running the Lil Tay account for years. The point being, if he's the one who's running the Instagram account, was the one who forced her to make videos and lied about the whole GoFundMe thing, he could be lying about this. I'm not saying that Lil Tay did or did not pass away, but one thing is for sure, that we cannot trust that account.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and background play. So you can watch videos while reading, searching, shopping. YouTube Premium. It's way more than ad-free. 1 month on us.
Should I be dressed?
Which video game item is better? Blue shell is so overrated. If I'm like in 8th place and I get a blue shell, I'm mad. Like, it doesn't help me whatsoever. At least lightning bolt helps me out. Smash Ball entirely depends on which character you're using. I play with Jigglypuff and it's useless. The hammer wreaks havoc, so I think honestly it's better. I'd say Bullet Bill. Chain Chomp can like whip you off the map, and I think you can still get hit during the animation. I don't know what the portal gun is, but I do remember the ray gun in Zombies, and it was really OP. I think it's the best gun in Call of Duty, right? I literally know nothing about the Netherite sword. Is that what you use to like kill the Ender Dragon? I'm sure it's powerful, but Master Sword by default for me. My gut went Golden Mushroom, but I feel like I abuse it and always go off the track, so I think I enjoy having 3. And finally, I don't remember what the Vanish Cap does, but the wings were sick. Flying is one of the best superpowers in general, so...
I'm so hungry. Can you? Thank you.
Hello? No, come on, that's obviously through. Huh. Oh, okay, what is this? English, I need your help.
Okay, I'll leave. Wait, where'd you go? Okay, I'll leave. Wait, where'd you go? Okay, I'll leave.
Logan Paul.
Son, go clean your room. Guests are coming over later, and it's filthy in there. It's my room. It's my house. Well, then you go clean it.
Use my own spells against me, Potter.
Ryan, clean up your room. We're having guests over. Oh, I didn't realize we were all eating in my room. Well, with all the cups and plates laying around, we just might. Son, go clean your room. Guests are coming over later, and it's filthy in there. It's my room. It's my house. Well, then you go clean it.
Use my own spells against me, Potter.
Ryan, clean up your room. We're having guests over. Oh, I didn't realize we were all eating in my room. Well, with all the cups and plates laying around, we just might.
Oh.
I have a gun.
I have missiles.
I have a Death Star.
I have your dog. I've got your dog.
Oh, you want to be like that? I have your family.
I have your browser history.
Touche. I have a gun.
I have missiles.
I have a Death Star.
I have your dog. I've got your dog.
Oh, you want to be like that? I have your family.
I have your browser history.
Touche. I have a gun.
I have missiles.
I have a Death Star.
I have your dog. I've got your dog.
Oh, you want to be like that? I have your family.
I have your browser history.
Mama, can you give me a cold Sprite?
Soothe.
Can you give me cold and warm? Okay, 10 seconds? What? Okay.
There's before and then there's not before.
In 2012,
2010, Epic Games came up with an idea for their latest game, Fortnite. While it was originally planned to be a horror game, it would quickly transform into one of the biggest titles in the world, generating over $20 billion. The alpha gave us a glimpse of hilarious default skins, a fresh building system, and the first ever design of Tilted Towers, but the game was plagued with massive problems. Over the next 7 years, Fortnite would be delayed and was on the brink of being canceled, with the director of Epic Games attempting to fully scrap the game because there were too many issues with it. Just before he canceled it, he left the company, and development continued for the foreseeable future. It's now 2017, and Save the World have been in development for at least 7 years, with them preparing to release it in early access. But development had taken so long that
Mama.
players didn't care about zombies anymore. They were focused
I
on
like
a
this
totally new
skin.
genre, and Epic saw an opportunity. They created a small team of just 50 people. Within a few months, Fortnite Battle Royale was made, aimed at rivaling the success of PUBG, which was the fastest growing game at the time. In September, it released for free, and for the first month, Fortnite didn't have any seasons. We were thrown into a new original map that contained 9 POIs, with a building mechanic taken from Save the World, and a new innovative crouch button. Yeah, it never had that before. Eventually, Season 1 began, and skins were released. Instead of a rotating item shop, there was a seasonal store that locked cosmetics behind levels. You had to unlock them with XP, and then buy them with V-Bucks. Streamers began to emerge on the scene like Ninja, Myth, and Daquan, making a name for themselves and being considered the best players in the world at the time. The launch of Season 2 introduced the first ever Battle Pass with 70 tiers, a medieval theme, and the addition of Tilted Towers. 4 POIs appeared, such as Shifty Shepherds and Haunted Hills, which was designed by a...
No. Not right now.
Many shield potions, campfires, and worst of all, the Boogie Bomb was added. These became some of Fortnite's most iconic items. But it wasn't until Season 3 when Fortnite changed gaming forever. All it took was 3 things. The first ever LTM, a John Wick ripoff, and a meteor in the sky. With Teams of 20, Fortnite began to experiment with limited time modes, while the Reaper skin hinted at the future Epic Games always wanted. They were dreaming of the metaverse, and now it was finally beginning to take shape. Celebrities such as Drake, Joe Jonas, and Finn Wolfhard were obsessed with the game, but in the background, Donald Buster received a call from some secret fans, the Russo brothers. The details of this call would be revealed in just a matter of weeks, as the meteor in the sky crashed down, and you're taken straight into Season 4. We now had our first ever story trailer, a battle pass of superhero skins, and new vehicles like shopping carts, bouncers, and the jetpack being introduced. And it wasn't long until Epic Games decided to break the internet. Exactly 1 week after Season 4 launched, they made an announcement of Fortnite X Avengers. Playing as Thanos wasn't enough for Epic. They had an even more impressive event in store. At the end of the season, the rocket was preparing to launch. While the meteor crashed into the map through a trailer, Fortnite wanted to do things differently. This had to happen in-game. The blast-off event began as millions of people stopped fighting to sit and watch. It pretended to strike Tilted, but created a huge rift in the sky instead, marking the start of Fortnite's storyline. The event was a success. Although what player broke the world record for eliminations after they wiped out an entire lobby who were just trying to watch the rocket? The evolution of Fortnite continued with Season 5, bringing in new desert biome and adding insane items like the Grappler, Portafort, and P90. The game was quickly moving away from the double pump meta and into spray and pray. But Epic didn't want players waiting around for the next event. Instead, a cube spawned on the island midway through the season. The season came to a close when Kevin sank into Loot Lake and made it bouncy. It was super confusing, but this was secretly the build-up to Season 6's Darkness Rises. The cube began to levitate, turning into the floating island. The location of this POI changed every few days, and you could find shadow stones nearby. These were extremely broken, and a glitch made players invisible all game, forcing them to be vaulted for a very long time. We were also introduced to the Quad Crasher, letting people fly across the map and pull off insane trick shots. For Fortnite, zombies were added to the game, along with a new 6-shooter and crossbow weapon. It was pretty controversial, but it would only get more annoying in the years to come. Luckily, players quickly forgot about it as Fortnite added NFL skins and revealed its next experience, the Butterfly event. This was insanely confusing, with the cube draining and taking us to a weird dimension. It was a huge step up from the rocket launch, and the community was very impressed. Although as 2019 began, the game evolved so quickly that it caught a lot of people off guard. With the launch of Season 7, we were given huge map changes as an iceberg crashed into the island. The Battle Pass included skins like the Ice King, Lynx, and Onesie, and if you bought it, you get early access to a new mode, Fortnite creative. It wasn't all fun and games, as Epic made two of the most controversial decisions in Fortnite history, adding planes and the Infinity Blade. These were insanely overpowered and were used to destroy people in tournaments. At the same time, we got the Ice Storm event, where the entire map was covered in snow. This had a ton of server issues, stopping millions of people from watching the event, and it brought ice zombies onto the map. These mistakes were forgiven pretty quickly, as a brand new live event began at Pleasant Park. You probably already know what this was, because it was that popular. Marshmello took to the stage and performed a virtual concert to 10 million people. As the snow melted, the theme switched entirely, and Season 8 brought pirates to the map. There's a volcano, geysers, and cannons. At this point, Fortnite was so famous that everyone was rushing to make their own battle royale, and EA had been cooking up a worthy competitor, Apex Legends.
That's not really weird.
System and the way you could pick teammates without voice chat. So what did Fortnite add in response? 3 boot vans. Season 8 also included a new vehicle called Ballers, and they were insanely broken. People would hide in them for the entire match, with a final storm circle full of hamster balls. Soon after, the Avengers LCM returned, this time with more mythic items and a new endgame theme. But over at Loot Lake, a vault had been revealed. For years, players have referred to items as being vaulted, so Epic decided to make it an actual thing. With this live event, we were able to vote for a weapon to bring back. The players chose the drum gun. Afterwards, the volcano erupted, destroying Tilted and Retail Row. It was replaced with a new futuristic UI in Season 9, along with slipstreams and blimps. The Battle Pass included more colorful skins, a sci-fi theme, and a secret outfit named Singularity. And for the first time in Battle Royale, Epic decided to vault the pump, replacing it with a new weapon called the Combat Shotgun. Over at the new Neo Tilted, there was a building which served as the first ever collab POI. It was John Wick's Continental Hotel. It acted as a teaser because after the OG ripoff all those years ago, the official John Wick was finally released into the item shop. And the same thing happened at Mega Mall, with Scoops Ahoy being spotted inside. This led to the Stranger Things crossover, adding Hopper and the Demogorgon.
New Sensodyne Whitening. Clinically proven whitening for sensitive teeth and safe on enamel.
When the place smells delicious, but you need help with the menu, download the Google app. Just tap the camera icon, choose translate, and find the perfect dish. Get real-time translation in over 100 languages. Download the Google app today.
Alright guys, it's time to talk. So, by far the most common comment I see on my channel, I probably get 40 or 50 comments every single day, is why do you not record with Spycakes, OB, and Komodo anymore? Well, today I'm going to answer that question because I see a ton of comments, I see a lot of mean things being said, some crazy theories. So today, you will hear from me why I no longer record with those guys, just so you guys know the truth and you don't have to listen to some crazy guy in the comment section telling you things that may or may not be true. So I started my channel in February of 2018, right? I had no idea what I was doing. I started creating a gaming video every single day, and for like 3 or 4 months, I had absolutely no growth. Well, in the summer, I finally started getting a little bit better, and I started getting a couple subscribers. I found Beautiful OB's channel first. Now, he was one of the only bigger YouTubers at the time that actually responded to comments, and I was trying to learn how to grow a YouTube channel. So we started talking. He had about 80,000 subscribers and OB didn't even have 100K yet. Little by little, we started to build a relationship. We started talking a little bit more in Discord, and eventually, I think it was like October of 2018, me and him made our first video together. It was like a Brick Rigs video. My microphone wasn't working. I didn't even know how to make a collab video, and OB was nice enough to welcome me into one of his videos. Obviously, it was huge for my channel, right? I went from 900 subscribers to probably 2,000 subscribers within a month or two. And then around December, January of that year, OB introduced me to Spycakes and Komodo. Right away, we all hit it off. We loved talking with each other. We became really good friends, and we started recording a lot of videos. Gary's Mod, Minecraft, Roblox, anything that was like a role-playing style. Now here's the thing, I always had the face cam and they didn't, so role-playing games never worked perfectly on my channel, but at the time, they were so much bigger than me that obviously it benefited me to help my channel. For that, I am forever grateful to them for giving me that opportunity. Now let's fast forward another 6 to 8 months. Well, I was the only one in the group that had a face cam, so I started doing indie horror games, I started doing Roblox and Minecraft, some vlogs and things like that. So little by little, our channel started to change. We were still playing games videos, like Gary's Mod, a lot of the role-playing. Now, I see a ton of really mean comments saying that I used them for views, and I used them to get famous, and then left the group right when I got big enough. Guys, it really hurts my feelings a lot. It really upsets me when I see comments like that, because that could not be farther from the truth, and I will explain exactly why. Now, fast forward a year and a half until September of 2019. I got to the point where I had about 75, 80,000 subscribers, and I actually quit my job as an accountant to make YouTube my full-time job. So this was the biggest risk I had probably ever taken. YouTube went from a pure hobby, purely just for fun, to the sole source of my income and the way that I pay my bills and feed my family. So automatically, everything became real. People see that YouTubers like, Mr. Beast make millions and millions of dollars. Well, when you have 75,000 subscribers, you are not making millions of dollars, guys. In fact, I was making just enough to pay my bills. So every video became extremely important. It didn't take long to realize that Gary's Mod videos in particular were by far the worst videos on my channel. You would see I'd get 20,000 views on a Baldi Basics, 15,000 views on a Minecraft, 12,000 views on a Roblox, and 3,000 views on a Gary's Mod. I mean, guys, it wasn't even close. My theory is that all four of us were releasing the exact same video all within a day or two of each other, and some people would watch Spycake, some people would watch Obese, some people would watch Mono, and a few people would watch me. At that time, my channel was by far the smallest channel, so even though the guys were nice enough to let me upload the videos first, a lot of you guys would wait until Spycake or Komodo or Obese uploaded their perspective. Now, again, if I was just using these guys to get views and using these guys to get famous, that would have been the moment I would have left the group, right? I mean, now it was my livelihood. Like I said, this is how I was putting food on my table, and that would be the moment that I would have talked to them and said, hey, I'm leaving the group. But that's not what happened. Another piece of the equation is we introduced Minecraft into our group. Created an SMP, and that works amazing for me. The problem is, it didn't really work for OB and in particular. Spycake's channel was, and still is, the biggest channel, so most of those videos did very well for Spycake. But for OB and Komodo in particular, the Minecraft series really stopped. So they spoke to me, with Spycakes and all of us, and said, hey, Minecraft is not working on our channels, we're not really going to play that too much. And I spoke with them and said, hey, if Gary's Mod isn't working on my channel, I'm going to play a lot less of it. And that was totally fine. I wasn't angry at them. I know that YouTube is also their jobs and their livelihoods, and they weren't mad at me for playing less Gary's Mods. But that was not the end of the group. For the next year and a half, I fought and clawed to keep recording with them. In fact, it got so bad with Gary's Mod videos that I started recording videos with them and just wouldn't upload them, right? I didn't want to leave the group so bad. Because one, I love the guys. They were some of my best friends in the world. Two, I knew that they gave me that platform, and I knew how bad it would look. And once I got to the point where I had 100,000 subscribers, I left the group. And three, I didn't want to affect their videos. I knew that Gary's Mod worked really well for them, and we all had so much fun making those videos. So instead of uploading 2 Gary's Mod videos a week, I started uploading 1, and I was still another one with them, and now move another year forward until I started my vlog channel, TMG Vlogs. Well, now my workload doubled, right? Those vlogs, even though I only release 1 a week or every other week, those videos take as much time as probably 7 to 10 gaming videos. So now I'm uploading fully on a vlog channel, fully on a gaming channel, and I'm recording these videos that I'm not even uploading. You can ask my wife, Sam, I was working 15, 16 hours every single day for 7 days a week. I was extremely unhealthy, I was not eating healthy, and I was barely sleeping. So now let's talk about when I left. Because I see a lot of people saying, Brandon, you used those guys just to get famous and then you abandoned them. That could not be farther from the truth. A lot of people also say there was a big fight. You guys must have had a big argument, a big fight. That is also not true. I still love those guys. In fact, I still talk to a lot of them in Discord. I was just talking to Spycakes a couple weeks ago about the forest fires in Canada. I was seeing if he's doing okay. So no, we did not have a fight. And Spycakes and I even talk about bringing back a Minecraft series every once in a while. Now, there wasn't a specific time when I left the group. Like I said, I never really left the group, but eventually I stopped recording those extra videos that I was not releasing, and then little by little I started releasing less and less. I think me and Spycakes were kind of the last two that recorded together. We played a lot of Minecraft, and then our Minecraft ideas kind of ran out, and that's when it ended. So basically by the end it was just Minecraft and Garry's Mod, so when we stopped playing those together, we stopped recording together. If there's a game in the future that comes out that we need to play together, I would love to play with those guys again. In fact, it would be a dream of mine to make videos with them again if we can make them all work for our channels. If there's a game like Among Us where you need so many people, I would love to play with those guys. Kindly Key and Dak Blake, a lot of those guys again. I wanted to make this video because I've been seeing a lot of comments from people saying, Obi and Brandon hate each other. I know I don't hate Obi. I really hope Obi does not hate me. This video has been long overdue. I'm sorry I haven't addressed it earlier, but now you guys know. Guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting my channel over the course of the last, 5 or 6 years. And, yeah, I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Mr. Tomatoes is back on the channel. Last week we unlocked a secret code, and this week we're going to try to beat Mr. Tomatoes permanently. What is going on, TFG Squad? My name is Brandon, and welcome back to Mr. Tomatoes. So you guys helped me out in the comments a ton, and I think today we're going to be able to solve everything that we're trying to figure out. So first things first, if I go to the shop, you guys told me how to unlock this secret tag. Basically, I need 999 points, but really quickly, the end of last video, you might remember we kind of got like the perfect ending, and then Mr. Tomatoes gave us this secret code. So you guys told me to actually start the game, and something weird is going to happen. Now, I haven't started the game since we beat him. Oh, this is different. Oh, listen to that music in the background. So basically,
Did you forget what I told you? Don't come back. I said don't come back. Never again. I was so kind to you, and you ignored me. Well, I guess I have no other choice.
Okay! Wow! Wait a second, he just uploaded a new file on my desktop. It says, this game no longer belongs to you. Now it's mine. Only mine, only mine, only mine, only mine. Wow. Okay, this is kind of getting creepy. I don't love the fact that Mr. Tomatoes is like starting to take over my computer in real life. This is getting creepy. So here's the big one though. If I open the useless text which Mr. Tomatoes gave us for getting the perfect ending, you guys told me this is not so useless. Basically, if you look every once in a while, there's a 20. Now you guys were telling me that if you delete all of the 20s, everything in between are words. I don't exactly know how to crack this code, but if you guys ever watch Super Horror Bros, he cracked this code for me, so we're just going to read all of his work that he did. So basically, you had to go through all of the thousands of numbers, remove the 20s, and then you can decode it into this message, and I'm going to read it right now. Hello, I hope someone finds this message. I will change each letter of this message with the number so he cannot read it. Oh, so this is not a message from Mr. Tomatoes. This is a message from, I guess, someone who's been haunted by Mr. Tomatoes. Let me know in the comments what is going on. This game, when I first played it a couple weeks ago, I thought it was just like a fun little game. I was going to make one video out of it. This has turned into like a really complex, fun game. So, if anyone is really reading this, I want you to know that everything is not what it seems. Never trust him. Okay, that we kind of knew. We kind of knew that Mr. Tomatoes was up to no good. More than just like eating fruits. I think he's an evil demon. He is much trickier and much smarter than you think. If you do everything he wants, he can get incredible powers, and he knows about it. The more particles of code he absorbs into himself, the more power he gets. Okay, that confirms another theory that we had, that the fruit is not fruit, it's actually particles of code.
So basically, every time we give him the food that he wants, we're making him stronger and stronger. With that power, he can do anything inside your game. You have already began to notice changes in his behavior. Yeah, he's already starting to download files onto my desktop. Try to access the console and erase all the progress. Writing where the console is located will be very dangerous because with his power, I am afraid that he will be able to translate even this text. Try to find the console before he finds it. That is all. Good luck. And then the final line of the text says the password is 1335. Now that's my password because it's randomly generated. So let's open up that useless text. If I look at the final line, basically the last 5 letters are what my password is. So let me write that down really quickly. My password is 19918. So once I open up the console and I try to delete the game, that's the number I have to enter. So now you guys...
We take the time to source the finest oats, so you can make a wholesome breakfast topped just the way you like it. Simple ingredients, pure enjoyment. Job's ready though. Nourished.
Might be wondering, well, how do you open up the console? Well, I'm glad you asked. Basically, if you go to Oxford Games page, this is the developer of Mr. Tomatoes, he has the code right here. So if I go to the main menu and I enter TSOMATO 1B1921A21, the console should be able to pop up and I should be able to start deleting the game permanently. Wait a second, now that I'm trying to open the game is literally just a black screen. I've been sitting here for like a minute. Okay, I got back in the game. I had to delete the inner file. So let me start entering this code. Hopefully it works. TSOMATO 1B. Shut up, Tomato Man. 191A21. Did that not work? Why did that not work? Wait, let me try that again. Oh, I got it. Oh, man. So I had to type it in really quickly. I think that's what was going on. Okay, so now it says enter the password. And if I go, where's my password? Here it is. Why can't I enter it? Oh, here it is. 19918. Enter. Wrong. The password that it gave me. Oh no, I had to reset the game. I wonder if it gave me a different code now. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to get the perfect game again. So I'm gonna have to play through the entire game, which is kind of fun because I really like this game. He already started off with the bags. So, oh man, I wasn't paying attention. I don't even know what I'm gonna go. French fries?